This is Corlys Velaryon of the influential House Velaryon. Yes, that's a house you didn't hear much about in HBO's Game of Thrones because, well, the house was essentially cut out of the show. They did exist and, in fact, supported Stannis Baratheon in his claim for the Iron Throne prior to the Battle of Blackwater Bay. Maybe that changed their mind, and their roots trace back to the blood of old Valyria. In House of the Dragon, Corlys will be played by Steve Toussaint, and we definitely think you should get to know Corlys Velaryon. I'm Cat Knapsack for Casterly Talk, and we're taking you up to the start of the House of the Dragon series. But keep in mind, some of the information here could be spoilers. Like what you hear, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel and podcast. Corlys Velaryon, a member of the Small Council, has many titles, and each one more cooler than the last. He is the Master of Ships, Lord Admiral, and head of the Royal Fleet. As ruler of the Driftmark, a stronghold in Blackwater Bay, he is known as the Lord of Tides. And finally, he is known far and wide as the Sea Snake, putting him on a level with the Red Viper as holders of the best nicknames in the land. He was born in 53 AC and named after his great-granduncle who served Aegon the Conqueror. He married a Targaryen, which was the style of the time, having wed Princess Rhaenys Targaryen in 90 AC. They would have 2 children together, Laena and Lenore, though there were some rumors about other children he may have sired. So many rumors in this world, so many other children sired. How did he get that awesome nickname of the Sea Snake? Well, it was taken from the name of the ship that he sailed during his famous 9 voyages called, are you ready? The Sea Snake. Hey, I get it. These are the voyages that essentially made House Velaryon a house of wealth and influence in Westeros. But let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. Corlys began taking to the seas at the age of 6, traveling with an uncle to Pentos. He was a sea captain by 16 and would sail ships like Cod Queen, Summer Maid, and Ice Wolf to such ports of call as Dragonstone, Old Town, Bravos, and even north of the Wall to Hardhome. But it was his 9 voyages aboard the Sea Snake that made him who he is today, traveling to Qarth, Yeti, Lang, and even Ashai by the Shadow, where it is said that he saw the famous ship Sunchaser belonging to the legendary Elisa Farman. All sounds cool. Wonder if those voyages could ever be a show. After returning from Qarth with gold, silk, spices, and more, the elephants didn't make it. The elephants never make it. Corlys made his house richer than the Lannisters and Hightowers. Maybe that's why Tywin had them cut out of the show. From there, Corlys became Lord of the Tides following his grandsire's death and became tied into the Targaryen family through his marriage to Rhaenys. And there's where the fun really begins. His loyalty to the crown and the House of the Dragons becomes strained after his wife and son are passed over in the battle of succession to Viserys I in the Iron Throne. His daughter is then passed over as a possible wife for Viserys when the king chooses Alicent Hightower. Passed over and pissed off, Corlys becomes closer with the rogue prince Daemon Targaryen, also feeling passed over and pissed off, and the two of them set out to conquer the Stepstones, making their relationship a key component in the forthcoming Targaryen Civil War. Steve Toussaint had previously auditioned for several roles in Game of Thrones, most notably Arahota, so he's no stranger to this world. He has described Corlys as a man that no one wants to F with, telling Entertainment Weekly that the Targaryens have dragons, but still, they don't want to lose the whole ocean. Corlys knows he has power, and he knows they need him. He's this fearless guy. Toussaint also described Corlys as being like Tywin Lannister, saying Sea Snake is a father and wants what he thinks is best for his children. It's much simpler then. If you don't do it right, you die. That's it. There is no gray area. But of course, he has this huge ambition, this idea of legacy. It's a big deal for him. How will this desire to secure his legacy for himself and for his children and do it with no affinity for the gray areas that often dominate this world drive his actions? Will it get Corlys what he wants like it did Tywin for so many years, or will it cost him everything, just like, well, Tywin? What's the price for that ambition? Let's tune in to find out.